So sustainability and light. What is the most trend you saw at Light and Building?
Yeah, well, pass to you.
So I think something new that I saw this year that was maybe a bit overlooked in the past years is not only sustainability of products and ability to reuse, like to repair products, but more like the durability of the product, of the project, the ability to maybe readapt them in the future, to maybe retrofit them so that we use the least amount of material, which I think is the most sustainable way. And I think it was a bit overlooked in the last years. What do you think?
I think durability is really important. So it is one point is looking for the environment and that we use sustainable products, which has sustainable materials. But then at the end of the day, it shouldn't be like a one shot. It should be usable for a long time, and it should be handleable for the facilities and not only for the opening. So it's one of our goals to say, like, we like to see our clients again also after the opening not only celebrate ourselves with the client, but also to have see him again after 5-10 years and he's still happy with the project and the product and the lighting, of course.
And what is the most popular product trend you saw at the fair?
It's funny, so I'm only one day here, so we see a lot of 48 volt track. So I think like every second booth has a 48 volt track with the spots, and we are at Stucki, so we see a lot of track.
No, I don't have a product trend that I've seen this year so far, but I see a lot of general trends, so more like attention to sustainability, attention to quality of light, and that's of course very good for us.
Okay, so Lichtvision creates a design-oriented lighting solution which are focusing on people and are innovative and sustainable. So what do you think the products of the future will look like?
So looking in the future is always difficult. It's like we don't have the globe, so we have the projects which are on the long run. So I think if you're looking on the long run, they should be very fit to the project. They should be a timeless piece. They should be designed, of course, and it should be the best technology for the project. And the best, the forecast for the future is always really hard to predict, but I think controls will be far more important. I think the user control and that you have your handheld and do the control with that everyone is connected, and hopefully the market will come together and that we don't have like 15,000 apps for our clients. So they are the DJs of different control systems. So we are looking forward that the industry wrapping again together to make the client's life easier in the future.
Yeah, of course, I agree. Also, it's very difficult to look at the future, as Carla said, but when I think about the product of the future, I don't think about a specific aesthetic. I'm more imagining a product that is able to last for a very long time and yet is able to adapt to the different needs of the user, of the project. Maybe the building will change, but we will be able to readapt the product in order to use it again in a different way, and yet without trashing it after 10 years. I think that will be very cool.
Okay, thank you. So talking about daylight, this is a crucial point for Lichtvision. So how do you try to integrate that into projects and what are the benefits of this?
I think to talk about the benefits of daylight is really easy because it's dynamic. It has it's a quality we all experience in from our childhood, and it has this dynamic. It has that magic, and you have the sun, you have the cloud, you have the diffuse. So all the tools we try to mimic in a way with artificial lighting are reference to our experience in the nature. And our goal is to integrate it as best as possible. It shouldn't be the front row sometimes, but to serve the project and to make it also energy saving. That's really a key point about the daylight. But it should also keep the comfortable. It should be comfortable because daylight can be quite glaring sometimes, and we don't want to sit inside with our sunglasses.
I think this was a very good question, a very good answer. I don't know if I have anything to add. How do we try to integrate daylight in a building? So, as Carla said, daylight is a wonderful light source. It has a lot of pros, but of course it has a lot of cons, and inside a building we need to play with also artificial lighting, but I think from this play of artificial and daylight we can create a magic that it's even better than just daylight.
Yeah, I completely agree with you.
And very last question, and which is the product that made you most proud of?
So, you mean the project?
Yeah.
So, it's a very interesting question, but at the end of the day, it is for us like in the movie Italian Romance. So, there is no project which is our most beloved. It's the current project where we are full speed and engaged and see all the challenges and love to work with the client. Of course, there are a lot of, because the office is existing for so long, since 97, there are a lot of projects where we are proud of, but I mean, this is part of, we are going into the future and we are not only looking backwards, so I can't name one which is the most outstanding because I'm very glad that we had the opportunities to work with a lot of outstanding projects.
Yeah, I would give a similar answer. As designers, we like to solve problems. So each project is something that needs to be designed, that needs our attention. In the moment when you're designing it, it feels like it's the most important thing. And of course, every project is our favorite project.